Hello there, YouTube. This is the Compound Fracture YouTube channel, and we are Stab-o-Tron 2001. So I've just updated the tile set, hoping it would fix my golf cart issue, and it doesn't seem to have, but oh well, we do have an updated tile set now, so hopefully some other things work that wouldn't have otherwise worked. I don't know. So let's turn on the smartphone, and I don't mind if we draw on zombies right now, actually, because I kind of would rather kill them than have them wake me up again in the middle of the night. It seems like a bad plan, having them wake us up. So we'll board up this window. Okay. Maybe try to sleep again? We are very hungry. We should eat something. What did we do with the rollerblades? Did we leave them outside? Probably, right? Yeah. Oh. What did we do with the rollerblades? Oh, that door's missing now. Nice. They destroyed my door. Oh, boy. Here they are. Make sure we at least have them on us. Might be better not to wear them to bed, actually. This base is not long for this world, that's for sure. Oh yeah, hunger. That was what we were going to solve. We should eat the rest of our canned offal, I guess. Good stuff. Now let's try sleeping again and see how long it takes to get woken up by a zombie. Oh, cool. I didn't see your comments from a minute ago there, Omnivore. Tile set's barely behind. Sure, he's working on it. Yeah, of course. This is the way things go. I got everything updated, installed today to fork from the GitHub and start development. Make any notes you have for me. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. What aspect of Cataclysm are you thinking of working on? Are you thinking tile set, or is it something else? If you give me like a little bit more info about exactly what you want. There's always little mini complaints and stuff, but I can keep an eye out for sort of like one sort of subcategory of complaints, I guess. Might help. Let's drink some whiskey. That seems like a delightful way to start out the day. Whiskey and beer, how about? Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. And then clean water. Okay, so it's daytime. I'm tempted to go to the vehicle and get a drive around now. I think I'm going to do that. I want to find a better base. We have rollerblades with us, right? Yeah, we do. We have the Morning Star. We have 2 leather backpacks. That seems fine. I really should have tended my head wounds before sleeping. Balance issues or noticing systems are off. All of examples, but drawing a blank. Okay, cool. Will do. So just general patching up, not really specific projects. I see. Looks like we did do a pretty good job of getting the zombies away from our house. Just in time to leave it. So today we're going to go back to that atomic car, and then we're going to drive it around town, and hopefully not damage it too much. But what we really want is to get a much better sense of the lay of the land, and to find the types of buildings we're going to need to get things like hacksaws. That's the goal. Nothing scary about daytime, right? Nothing at all. Hey, there's an iBot. That's interesting. We could also maybe get into that gun safe. Hey, zombie, follow me to the iBot, please. I don't want you, like, bothering me while I'm getting in my car. What's that? A heavy-duty tow cable. That's probably worth grabbing. Another zombie down here that needs to find iBot. There's actually quite a few. It's a little bit concerning. I don't want them sticking on the car at all. Okay, surround the iBot, guys. You can do it. You can get it. Just keep trying and you'll eventually get the iBot, I'm sure. Meanwhile, I'll drive away a little bit, and as I'm driving, I'm going to take off these rollerblades just so that we can get out of the car when we need to. That seems like a handy thing to be able to do. Okay. You know what that is? That the thing that wasn't showing up in the golf cart, it's back seat. These new vehicles have a new seat type for back seats. So all of the back seats are showing up as hashtags at the moment. Or pound signs. Man, that's a callback to an old series. When I was briefly obsessed with why the internet doesn't use the term pound sign, because I figure it's more dramatic that way. But since when does the internet not like drama? That's what I didn't understand. There's a riot control bot now too. Where's that? It's up there, okay. I wonder what's gotten the riot control bot and the iBot all active like that. I guess the jewelry store. That's probably it. There's a jewelry store right down there. All right, sure. Might have been a smart move to read up on mechanics before coming out here, but I'm kind of anxious to find a better home, so... I'm going to drive to this far side of the town over this way. Then I'm going to do a loop around up the north side, and hopefully there will be enough clear real estate that we can get a decent overview of what's in here. There doesn't seem to be a road that goes south, though. And there's like a wreck crossing this. Oh, man. This is not a very navigable town. I don't like it at all. Oh, well. Okay, so, yeah, there's really no way down through there, so that's fine. You do a quick turn. Our heart is beating faster and faster. There are dogs after us from over here. We do need to, like, do a little bit of the ultra careful approaches here. Make sure that we don't do something dumb and get ourselves killed. Oh man, look at this. There's another wreck right on the road. This one has orichalcum frames, which is nice, but they're in real rough shape. I'm gonna have to do some very clever driving to get around that too. This is really awkward. Cool. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to seeing what you come up with, Omnivore. And we'll catch you in a minute. Okay. Drop down to low speed. Oh, no, we have to back up. That sucks, too. We just hit that post, that lamp post, and we didn't hear a single sound from it. That's like seems like also a very good reason to want to be able to hear things. Being able to hear when you collide with stuff. Man, this deafness just keeps getting worse and worse. We can hear our own heartbeat, though, somehow. So that's nice. Those books don't look too fancy in that house. And that's totally the thing I was thinking of a minute ago, trying to remember what I wanted to look up. I wanted to look up to see if there were options to be able to hear again, if there were CBMs that did it, just because I want to know. I don't really want to go through the rest of my, the rest of this whole run not being able to hear. I mean, we'll do it if we have to. Uh-oh. There's not enough space to get through there without taking off that ambulance's wing mirror. So we'll just take off the ambulance's wing mirror. We'll damage our own headlight doing it, unfortunately. Headlight's fine. Wish we could see what was in that ambulance. Well, that's interesting. For one thing, there's an electric car. We really did want a solar panel. I don't think we have the ability to remove it yet, though. There's a Migo up here. That is a scientist body site. Those wallets might have ID cards in them. There's only one scientist body, I think. Oh, that's another one. That one has an air filtration system CBM, which is amazing. So, and a medical applications and findings book. Okay. So we're coming back here at night. It's not that far away from the base. We can do it. So Science body site with stuff. Okay. So that's a good find. Worth taking a little detour to get to, I guess. Okay, we're past it. We're seeing a bit more of the city now. It's another clothing store, a head shop, a police station. There's a road roller that has no roller. A roller-free roller. And notice, by the way, that we still haven't found the nameplate for this town, so it's probably a very, very large town. I think we probably should have gone south at that intersection. In fact, I think that strongly enough that I'm going to turn around to go south. I'm going to back up a bit here. The Migo's now dead. Oh no, he's running away. He's still there. We'll go south. There are an awful lot of zombies now at this intersection. We've unfortunately drawn more in by hanging around too long. There's another wreck right across the road there. Jeez. I guess we swerve a bit left and then take a hard right and kind of go through that gap. I don't really like either side of this, though. Okay. Crushed as a child zombie, that's fine. There's a atomic compact over here. I was going to say street sweeper, but it totally isn't. It's an atomic compact. Doesn't have controls, otherwise I'd actually consider, like, switching to it or something for the maneuverability. Gonna mark it down. So we can get out of town to the west here. That's nice. We could also continue south. Don't think we have a compelling reason to do that, though. Let's just get out of here. There's a house with a double garage. That could very well have a hacksaw. So I'm actually going to curve around and see if we can pull up alongside this house and just jump in, see about hacksaws briefly because of the double garage. I really do wish I'd taken the time to mend my wounds last night. It was an oversight. I was thinking about too many things. Take some of this food, I guess. Feral human, you say? Oh, what's this up here? It's just a human body site. Nothing fancy there. Oh, the feral human's right outdoors there. Throwing rocks at me again, like they do. Huh. We're not really well suited to be able to actually take him out right now, and we can't lose him because we don't have any proper shoes. Oh, there's like nothing in here. Well, I guess we might have to just beat you to death, feral human. At least we can take his crowbar. Oh man, he hit my torso and eyes? That's not good. And my eyes again? He knows to go for the eyes. Okay. Oh, he doesn't have a crowbar. For a while, they all had crowbars, so that must have changed. Oh, well. At least we thought so. Last run we did, it seemed like they all had crowbars. That might have just been lucky. There's another feral human. Man, I don't like this whole, like, hanging out with the feral humans. I'm gonna run for the car. Let's get away. God, not being able to hear the car start up and everything, it just throws me. There's a private airport right south of us here. That's interesting. Wonder what's in there. Other than planes, you know. Be the obvious. Bet you there's a hacksaw in there. Bet you it's far too dangerous to be worth going in for a hacksaw, but I bet you there is one. Let's catch our breath and we'll see what finds us. Nothing. Nothing's coming out of the airport, eh? Huh. That's interesting. Well, let's drop off all of our stuff. Okay. This is a little bit nervy. We're in the private airport. It's possible that it's one of those things where this is so new that they haven't really put spawn tables in yet. That does seem like too good to be true, but maybe. Still haven't found anything in here. Welding tank, acetylene torch? Jeez. This might be a perfect place to find a hacksaw. Avgas fuel? Interesting. I guess that's aviation gas. Wow, okay. The jumper cable. It's worth grabbing. It's not that important, but it's something. And a second one? Well, might as well. I always take more welding tanks when we have a car with us that we don't have to worry about the weight. And we're still less than half maximum weight, even with those tanks. So that's those lockers down. What else is there? I can't actually hop that pipe for some reason. That's silly. There's gasoline pumps. There's a way to climb onto this roof, so let's do that. You can get a good view of the area. Okay. So there's another frickin' forest. Look at this. The town is managing to completely block off car access, except for this little road south. So we'd have to go back from where we came and then go south here. I don't know, man. All right. Well, enjoy your bowl. Sounds like a good plan. So that's a bookstore, not a library. There's no libraries around that we've seen yet. This is interesting. I love how the airport is... That's what it looks like on the map. That's fun. Okay. Oh, there's a... This is a tower that we can get up to. This is a air traffic control tower, so we can see even farther now. Could have just done that in the first place. So wizard tower. Another garage. It does look like there's a pretty easy access through town. This looks like an edge of town. It might not be, but it kind of looks like it is. There's a hardware store. Okay, hardware store is probably... Oh! We weren't paying attention clearly because there's 2 hardware stores down here. So I think we're saved. One of these 2 had better have a hacksaw. And like a wrench and stuff. All the various tools we don't yet have. Take the dark cola, I guess. Hello, Avriel. Welcome to the channel. Things are going well. We're exploring a private airport, which I've never explored before, and it looks pretty empty, but it's had a few good things for us. We're trying to find some basic tools and other assorted things. Here is an electric sports car. That's a really nice find. It's actually in somewhat decent condition. Doesn't have too much of a charge, so it's not better than the atomic car we have. But in the future, we'll be looking to upgrade the atomic car, or like, basically, we can take both these cars, put them together, and make like a super atomic car with like better engines and stuff. So let's check these cars. We might be able to drive something through that fence. This one might work temporarily. This Beetle is not in nearly as good shape. If the immobilizer is not, yeah, it has an active immobilizer, so never mind. It's not going to drive. I want to find something that's not a car that we care about to drive right through this fence. And that might be this hippie van, except it doesn't have battery to start, so never mind. It's not the hippie van either. Okay. What's back here? Marijuana and rolling papers. Oh, speak of the devil, and he just might appear. Okay, we could beat up the fence with our mace. But that's it. That's the end of the private airport. It looks like there's no spawns at all. No enemy spawns. There's suitcases. That's interesting. Can we grab them as if they're shopping carts? No, we can't grab them. Can we wear them? We can. Interesting. We put on our suitcase. It holds a lot of stuff. That actually might be kind of ideal with the nested containers as a way to store things. Because dropping the suitcase is probably faster than dropping a backpack, I would think. Grab the crispy cranberry. Man, these suitcases might be like a good new way of playing here. We don't have any money, sadly. Can't use the vending machines. Okay, well, that looks like the end of that. Let's just check the roof, make sure. Yeah, there's nothing here. Okay. Well, if we can get onto this runway, we can go south. But first things first, we want to check that hardware store. So, we can climb over fences with our suitcase. I was curious about that, but we can definitely do that. So, yeah, let's drop this stuff. And drop the suitcase. I wish we had a pair of shoes. We neglected to grab shoes. We only have the rollerblades. So let's go all the way along to the end of this runway. And then try to cut north to get to this hardware store without bothering the hospital too much. That would be good. So we'll take off the rollerblades. And we'll go barefoot. We are slightly slower than we should be because of the being barefoot thing, but I'm not too concerned about escaping as soon as we hit the road up here, because while we want to approach the hardware store from like the blind side over here, to escape, I wouldn't mind going out the front door with our rollerblades on. Come on, get over the fence. Now, where are the rollerblades? There's nothing out here except seeds. It's not a bad idea to take some seeds of like a couple fast-growing plants, but I don't see any oats, and oats are the fastest, so I think I'm just going to leave it alone for now. We're warm, apparently. It's just our torso, just because of all these backpacks and belts we're wearing. There's an RV out there. What type of shape's it in? There's no wheels. Okay, well, that's not really worth taking too close of a peek at. So we've got a bunch of zombies that are onto us now. It's not the end of the world. Mops, towels, soap, and bars. We've got a sewing kit. We have one of those at home already. In fact, I think we have two. There's some shoes. We did want some shoes. We'll take the steel-toed boots. We don't want a recharging station. It's just too much. We're going to drop our current hard hat and wear the hooded one. I mean, I don't know how much that matters. It doesn't matter much, but it's just a very, very minor upgrade. Leather gloves, heavy battery. Those seem good. You're praying for warmth during this winter season. Oh, how you used to complain about the heat. Well, I'll tell you, hey, toolbox, yay! What does it have? Because they don't always all have everything anymore. Hammer, funnel, and screwdriver set, and that's it. Well, that's crap. Okay, so we'll unload the toolbox, and we'll drop everything that isn't the screwdriver set, because we don't care about this stuff at all. Okay. Yeah, no, I'll tell you, I grew up in like southern Ontario, right, where it's like gets both way too warm and way too cold. We don't favor one or the other. And I always preferred the cold winters over the warm summers. The humidity is evil. Humidity in general is just evil. Evil thing. So this hardware store, in fact, did not have a hacksaw. We are very disappointed. We're going to take the soldering iron. I think we might already have one, though, but I'm going to take it anyway. Yeah, cold's great. Cold, you can always put more things on, you know? You just need another layer. It's not a big deal. So I would love to be able to get to this hardware store. I'm concerned that might not be possible given all the zombies and the wearing rollerblades and all that stuff. But we're going to try. So it looks like we're in the clear at the moment. So I'm going to take a second and take off the rollerblades and wear the steel-toed boots we just picked up. We'll take the crispy cranberry. Oh boy. That's an awful lot of zombies, which is very, very understandable considering there is a hospital there. But I'm noticing a lot of these zombies are dead. And that's a bit concerning. There's a broken surgical droid. Okay, so that's what's happening. They've been beating up surgical droids. That's why they're dead. The surgical droids are also dead. There's another broken surgical droid over there. So that's what's happening. The zombies have been beating up surgical droids. There's a bunch of them that are dead. So, we have a zombie issue. We could hop back into the house, wear the rollerblades, and cruise off into the sunset. But we'd have trouble making our way to that hardware store if we do that. It's still probably the best bet. It's too bad we left our car down there. I'm tempted to just beat it south. There is a zombie runner, though, so that's probably a bad idea. He will outrun me, for sure. So I don't think we want to try to get away from a zombie runner. Let's get back in the house, change shoes again, I guess. Unless that's more trouble than it's worth. Well, we'll go to the... Oh, man. Okay. We're in some danger. Let's go into the garage. This is a functioning car, perhaps? It looks like it from this angle. Hey, we just heard something. We're still deaf. There's just the game kind of bugging out, I guess. Okay, let's make sure that this is drivable. No, it isn't. The battery's dead. Okay. So in that case, we're going to take off the boots. We're going to wear the rollerblades, and we're going to open the door. Okay, we're outside. Now what? I want to get back to my car or to the hardware store. This hospital's just, like, going to be loaded with threats, though, and some of them will shoot poison at me and everything. I don't know. So basically, options that I like, there's 3 options as far as I can see it. We either go straight south, just dive off the end of this road, and, oh, we should mark this hardware store as explored while we're at it, and then go back to the runway, put on the rollerblades, and scoot down the runway, and we'll be fine. Or we could go up as far as this road, take it off, go down that way, put a little bit of space between us and the zombies on the blades. And that would be a bit safer, I think. Or we could go around the hospital east and go straight into the hardware store. And that seems like the worst option. Let's pick option number 2. I think that's the safest bet. It'll also give us a bit more scouting. We just have to be really careful as we split the defense here. And hope that there aren't too many runners or things that shoot ranged stuff at us. There's more forest up here. I don't like seeing that. Really been a lot of forest around. A lot of these recently spawned worlds that we've done. Too much forest. So there's a pool. That's going to be full of zombies. But, you know, it's good that we're dragging them a little ways towards the edge of town here. That's something. We want to give that grabber zombie a wide berth. Hope he doesn't grab hold of us. The rollerblades make it very tricksy to escape. Oh, and those zombies are going in the forest. I think they're chasing something. I wonder what's in there. Oh, it's a couple of coyotes. Nothing to worry about. What's this car doing here? Has everything, I think. The engine looks fine. It does have an active security system. So that's probably a no-go because of the active security system. But what I'm looking at here is I'm noticing the battery's draining. We won't be able to come back to it. So, yeah, initial town surrounded by forest. Forest is annoying. I feel like that's happening more and more often. It's probably just my imagination, though. So I'm actually going to try to start this car. Not because I want to start it, but because I want it to make a lot of noise. So... no. 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 Yes. Did we make a lot of noise? Probably not. No, I don't think so. Oh, well. Whatever. We tried. Goal was to draw the zombies to the car. I don't think we actually set off any alarms, though. Streamer starts in deep woods. Yeah, I feel like look at how much woods there is here. It's like all woods. I feel like, I don't know, it might be my imagination, but I think they might have turned up the amount of woods that spawns. Like less open fields, more woods lately. I don't know. Might just be me though. So here's a hazardous waste sarcophagus. That's not super helpful, and that is the end of this road. Okay, so it's just forest beyond it probably. I'm gonna check it out anyway though. Yeah. Now, there's no chance of finding a hacksaw in here, I don't think, but I'm tempted to look. Might as well, right? Haven't found anything that'll kill us yet, and we have very good escapability on these rollerblades, so I'm not too concerned about the possibility of death. Oh, look at all this stuff. That's an awful lot of stuff. A liquidator. Okay. A now ancient industrial robot. Oh, it's that Soviet cleaning bot. Got it. There's a lot of stuff, though. A UPS is probably worth grabbing. Just to make sure we have one. For being so much stuff, there's really not much of use in here. Hydrogen peroxide, I guess, is useful. Take the battery out of the Geiger counter. Yeah. Oh, well. It's over here. That looks like a saw. It's a hacksaw! We have done it. That's what we came for. All it took was a hazardous waste sarcophagus. Now, we're probably getting terribly irradiated while we're in here, so we should really keep that in mind. I don't think I've actually explored one of these recently at all. It's been a long time. Hacksaw. Beautiful. Like, I've explored them in the past, I know that, but not any time recently. Okay. So there's this front building here, and that's the last thing. Toxic Avenger. We don't have any sort of irradiated effect here, so we're probably okay. A military ID card. Oh my, that's excellent. I'm actually going to unload and dump these two out of the 3 flashlights. We don't need 3 flashlights. Long string, I guess. There's some clean water in here. I'm going to consume some of it, and we don't have any containers for the rest. How much is in there? Doesn't say. Interesting. There's another flashlight with a pretty decent battery in it. Silver watch. I'll wear the silver watch. I'll feel very happy about that. Very self-satisfied. It'll be good. And that's it. That's the hazardous waste sarcophagus. That was totally worthwhile. All right, so now it's time to go back to our vehicle. We will use the rollerblades until we run out of road, and then we'll switch. That's just chihuahuas and turkeys. All the red on our screen. Nothing to worry about. Take off the rollerblades and wear the steel toe boots. And the runway is due east of us. Actually, one pretty cool thing about this start is that the CBM basement we started at is really quite accessible compared to normal. It's not like buried in the middle of a deep, dark city or anything. So we can totally go back there and reinstall CBMs. And that scientist body site had a CBM. It was air filtration, I believe, and that's a very useful one. So we can get that installed without too much trouble, actually, assuming we can get the skill up. And we have some skill books for we have a lot for electronics. We have some for medical. Okay, we'll switch back to the rollerblades. Starting to regret not wearing those Heelys. I mean, Heelys kind of suck. They don't go all that fast, but still saves you this little song and dance of switching footwear all the time. All right. Home sweet vehicle. So let's dump all this stuff in the car. All the stuff we don't need. Including that delightful hacksaw, which will let us finally be a proper Stab-o-Tron with a spear. That'll be lovely. So yeah, we left our dress shoes here. I guess dress shoes take up way more volume than a lot of other types of shoes do, right? Where's our steel toes? Oh, steel toes take up twice as much as dress shoes. So yeah, we are going to hold on to the dress shoes and drop the steel toes. Drop all these batteries we found. One of the hydrogen peroxide. Oh, both of them. Yeah, we don't need hydrogen peroxide on us. We have antiseptic. We have one application of antiseptic in that container. Drop the jumper cables, of course. And we're good to go. So let's still check out that hardware store, even though we found the thing we really needed. There will be other good stuff in there, I'm sure. Maybe another jackhammer. If there is another jackhammer here, we'll grab it, because we can just haul it straight out the back door into the car. There's a slave ring biter that's come out of the hospital. That's very scary. Take off rollerblades, I guess, and wear the dress shoes. Stop driving. Make sure we have stuff unloaded. We do. Get in via this back window. We won't hear any alarms when they happen either, eh? I'm going to take the copper, because copper spears are nice, and we might be able to find enough copper to make one if we take all this tubing. That would be good. There's so much tubing here. It's totally tubular. More tubing. All right. So maybe we should just cut back to the car and drop off this tubing. That seems like a good plan. Before we go back in. We have 24 tubing. If we get all that melted down, hopefully we can get enough copper to make a copper spear out of it. That'd be really, really helpful. So we have solder, rubber hose, pipes, tubing, tank. We'll grab more tubing, too. There's more tubing up here. No, that's just a pipe. What's down here? Nothing, eh? Yeah, tanks and hoses. Pilot light? No. Do you go left or do you go up? Always upward! Upward toward glory. That's what I say. Short rope. Good. Long rope. Better. Pipe fittings? Yeah, they're useful for some stuff. I'll take the short rope, though. 2 more tool belts. We have 1. There's a headlamp. We'll wear that for sure. I'm going to take the tool belts, if only because... and there's a shovel. The shovel's worth grabbing, but... yeah, we can't carry both it and our shitty Morning Star. That's a sledgehammer. Okay, so we're going to do some dragging to get the sledgehammer... pardon me, the sledgehammer and the shovel out of here. I mean, that's okay. This wasn't the best hardware store in the world, but it had some stuff for us, and I'm glad to have that copper. I think that's probably going to really help us. Sledgehammers are nice. It'll help us get rid of the street light, too, if we decide to do such a thing. Okay, well, let's gun it north and hope that there's a way out the other end of the town, which there may or may not be. How's our battery doing, by the way? 87%? That's fine. Ooh, what's this? Oh, right. That's, oh, cracklings and jerky and stuff. I was foiled. The reinforced glass made me think it was something better than a pharmacy, but a pharmacy's still pretty interesting. I don't think there's anything in there that we really need right now. It looks like a really good pharmacy, though. It has a lot of stuff in it. We'd love to have a wrench somewhere. Something we haven't found yet. Yeah, I mean, we're certainly not going to day raid a pharmacy right next to a hospital that probably has an alarm, but it looks like a pretty good one. Okay. Stupid feral humans always throwing their rocks. Hey, there's some armored vehicles. That's nice. There's a SWAT truck and a Humvee, and both look like they're in decent shape. No wheels on the Humvee. There are wheels on the SWAT truck, though. Faulty engine, did it say? I think so. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. So the faulty engine on both of them, that probably means immobilizer, but not necessarily. There's also a fire engine up here. I'm going to mark the Humvee at least. Though this is so close to the hospital, the odds of us actually doing any work here without being interrupted are very, very low. Still mark it anyway. Looks like that fire engine has some really good stuff in it. I should mark that one for sure. Get some Kevlar. Okay. That's a place to come back at night. Looks like some open spaces up here. Oh, I spoke too soon. Looks like another freaking hospital and a lot of closed spaces. Not open spaces at all. Okay. And another, like, truck trailer just, like, right across the road, jamming up all possible access. Wow, this is such a difficult place to, like, navigate anywhere. We might have been better off going south after all. Let's keep driving north for now, though. I mean, worst case scenario, we just have to abandon the car and all our stuff, right? That's not so bad. Oh boy. It's military surplus. Yeah. It really does feel like we're moving closer to the center of town, not to the edge. What do we see now? What's that? A laundromat. Okay. Radio station. Yeah. There's an army zombie. There is another armored vehicle, a security van. Bad map spawn error. That's a mall. Oh, jeez. I mean, we'd find a wrench there. It's totally not worth it, but we would find a wrench. Every direction looks very difficult from this angle. The mall parking lot looks like we can cut across it and head west. That's probably worth doing. I kind of wish we brought all our stuff with us now. Like, if we don't want to go back here, what do we do? I don't know. I guess we go back anyway, right? Too much stuff left behind, probably. So many zombies. We have a hole, but it's not a big one. So let's curve around and go south. Or should we? No, I think we should just keep going straight for now. Just veer south ever so slightly. We got really lucky we didn't hit that car there. I almost did. Oh, yeah, we hit a zombie and we lost our headlight, which isn't ideal, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, so there's a paintball field. Small storage units. That looks like the mall garage, is it? Right there? Maybe not. What do you say here? Food court. Never mind, it's not the garage. That's the one place I wouldn't mind checking out in the mall, is just the little area with the loading bay, because it has tools in it. And maybe not as many zombies, but I think we are in the edge of town, so I mean, I think. It seems like it. Yeah, we're on the edge of town. It's not a forest, so that's good. Yeah, we can always get another headlight, that's for sure. A construction site might have some useful stuff for us, but not worth it. That was a gun. Somehow we heard a gun despite being deaf. Well, that's good news. We can hear something at least. We don't know where it's coming from, or if it's underneath us, or if it's some turret somewhere, or what, but we know there's a gun. Some more copper tubing. I don't see what else is in that construction site. I think there might be something for us there, but there's the gun again. Oh, well. I doubt it's a hallucination. I don't see why we would be. We don't have any sort of effects that could cause hallucinations, I don't think, so. Might be an underground lab or something, but like either way, I guess we can hear really loud stuff then. We can hear gunshots, but just, I don't know. I don't know. We can't hear zombies banging at doors. We know that much. So here's one of those double garage gas station little outlets here. I might find a wrench or something. Well, we have our answer. Error has occurred. Tried to set invalid ammo of 40 by 46 millimeter for a belt. So there's some sort of turret nearby. It's definitely some sort of turret. And that's a very, very large turret. So maybe it was just loud enough that we heard it, despite our lack of hearing. I don't know. We don't see it. It's good that that error occurred, just to give us a heads up. That was nice of it. So I do kind of want to check out this gas station, but not if it's going to get us killed. And it might. Like, there's a lot of zombies around here. And there's more nearby, so that if we try to spend time drawing zombies away, I think we're only going to, like, hurt ourselves in the long run trying to do that. We'll just get more in. And taking a quick peek, I see a bunch of welding goggles and a wood saw. I do not see a wrench, which is what we'd love to find. These gas station garages aren't amazing. They're great bases. They're tremendous bases, but they're not that useful for stuff. They sometimes have things, but usually not that much. And we already have welding gear, so I don't know what we're so worried about. We don't need a garage. So I guess we'll just go north. Might check out this road for a bit, see if it leads anywhere interesting, and then come back. We've got plenty of battery life, that's for sure. There's a fork. Another turning point, you might say. Ooh, it's a Forge of Wonders! I love Forges of Wonders. Oh man, that's gonna have some great stuff for us. Let's go down here first. Yay, Forge of Wonders! Yes. Okay. Ah, you're still here, ugly. That's a beautiful thing. No reverse pun intended. Orchard, eh? Well, we'll check out the orchard. It might have some good tools for us. And that vehicle looks like an atomic SUV. It's not an upgrade because it's much larger, but it might have some plutonium. It does. Just a little bit, though. We have a ton of plutonium. We'll take it anyway, though. It might be 3. It's either 3 or it's like 1/3 of one cell. I forget whether it's 100 per cell or what. Yeah, no charged cells. So yeah, it's 1,000 plutonium per cell. So we can't actually take that. So this is not useful to us at all, unless there's something cool in the trunk. I notice it's too big for the spawn spot, though. Hey, there's a tire iron. We're definitely taking that. We found these tire irons in the garage earlier, and we did not have the ability to carry them. But we figured that, oh, they must come in handy for fixing tires, because that's a new thing in the game, apparently. So yeah. Now we have a tire iron. Yay. All right. Mango. Nice. And pudding. Mango pudding. And we already got a shovel. Yeah, we just found this tire iron in the garage earlier, and we couldn't carry it because it wouldn't fit in our backpack, so it was too long. But we made a mental note that I guess there's tire irons now. So they have one wheel fastening quality. Use it to either fasten or, yeah. So, yeah. I guess to change tires, you now need not just a jack, but a tire iron too. That's what it seems like. I'm not sure if it's fully implemented or not yet, though. It might just work fine without it. Yeah, it is kind of weird. So that's good. They're bringing in more and more tools for us to have to find before we can get anything done. So that's nice. Very nice of them. These crates never have anything in them, so I mean, this was a bust of an orchard, other than the tire iron. That's the only thing we found. Oh man, 148 days. That's a really good run though. Well done, making it that far. Always sucks to lose a mature character. I'm not sure which I hate more, when you lose like someone brand new and then have to immediately start again and do the same thing you just did, or when you lose a mature one that's really developed. They're both their own kind of suck. Yeah. So here's another town. Oh, no, it's not a town. It's a motel. Well, that's good. That'll give us a roadmap, probably. So let's check out the motel. There are some zombies hanging about the area. We'll use our rollerblades to be all quick and fast and stuff. Do we have them on yet? Like, already? Or no? No, we have dress shoes on. Which is fine. That's smarter. So let's get a little bit of distance so we have time to change our footwear. Gotta have proper footwear when going into a motel, you know. It's a very fancy thing. Okay, stop driving. Get out. We haven't dropped all of our tubes either. We should do that. So many tubes. And tool belts. Man, I hope we can take those tubes and turn them into a copper spear. That would be amazing. Dress shoes off. Rollerblades on. Bye-bye, tough zombie. Eat my shorts. Though I'm not wearing shorts, I'm actually wearing motorcycle armor. Eat my motorcycle armor, zombies! Ha-ha! What's that? Drinking glass, yeah. Here's the roadmap I was looking for. That's what we wanted to see. All right. Now let's take a peek. Oh God, not only is there forest up one side of this city, but there's like water surrounding it. Look at this. There's water over here. There's water up here. There's water over here. We can probably get through this school parking lot and go through this tiny little town of Tilton. That was the other little town we saw that we were noting earlier. We can go south past the airport and get down here to Searsport. This is a very obnoxious map by the looks of it. Fought a shocker brute, a shocker husk, a shocker, a night stalker brute, and a shady zombie. Oh dear. Yeah, that is a bit greedy, a little bit. Once I get to that point in the game, greed tends to be what kills me too. Greed is not your friend. Also, very early in the game, I often get greedy because I want to skip steps, you know? Don't want to go through all of the one thing at a time situation. So one thing I do like about this map is I get the feeling we can cruise through town somewhere up here without it being that wide of a stretch of town. And if we can get down to this end, I just want to get close to our old house. And then we could like wear all of our gear and just like all of our bags, I mean, including the suitcase we found, and drive the golf cart up to this vehicle and then meet up somewhere around here with the new vehicle. The fact that there's 3 hospitals and a mall is just, it's just too much stuff. Like, what are we supposed to do with that? I don't know. Oh, well. So, there really isn't much else in these motels other than the map. We could use a pillow, I guess, and a blanket, because we didn't actually have those in our house. Not that they really matter that much. And I'm not super interested in searching through all of these dressers, especially when motel ones are almost always, like, pretty well completely empty. We will check out these vehicles. You know what? That's drivable. That's a drivable car right there. Like, what about you? That's also drivable. Okay. What about the motorcycle? Man, if we have a motorcycle... Nope, motorcycle is no tank. But we have 2 drivable cars here. One's a regular car and one is a police car. Regular car is a bit more gas. They both have kind of crappy engines that will work, but not that well. Yeah, I'm not sure which one I prefer. I guess police car probably has heavier frames, right? No, it doesn't look like it. Guess I'll take the regular car then. We'll just drive the car to go back to our other car. It'll be our car. Look, we heard the engine start up despite being deaf. That's something. Atomic motorcycle with jet engines? Nice. I often will build atomic motorcycles, but rather than jet engines, I will only put in the enhanced electric engines from those electric sports cars, which is still pretty good, really. Speaking of which, I probably should have marked that off at the airport that we found one of those. I'm going to do that right now. So that's a good thing to know about. Oh, and I should mark this as being a workable vehicle by saying remember vehicle position. I'm tempted to just drive that car through town because it's less precious. But at the same time, we want the atomic car on the other side of town. So that doesn't actually help us in any way. We're getting towards mid-afternoon. We have to start thinking in terms of not having absolutely forever of daytime at this point. We left, I think, right after daybreak, and we've been out this whole time. So there's the Forge of Wonders. I wonder how much we could get done by just dragging, hanging out in this car and dragging mall zombies over to the Forge. That's probably a thing that's worth doing. I wish I knew what the trading value of all this stuff was. Unfortunately, I've only picked up things that I want. Well, we have a gold ring. That's something. So we do want to trade as many things as we can, I guess, or as we stuff we don't need, I suppose. Like, what does the Forge of Wonders want out of what we have? I don't know. Let's take the small welding tank, I guess, and see what happens. One of the jumper cables? Sure. Why not? Maybe he wants motorcycle armor. We have 2. You can see by interacting? Really? You can see the value? Oh yeah, there's the barter value. Thank you. I appreciate that. Now I know. I probably could have figured that out, but I wasn't really thinking too hard about it. So yeah, appreciate it very much. So the heals are worth 5. The UPS is only worth 15, really. So its price is 2,800, but its barter value is 15. I don't know. We might be able to sell the UPS. And I wouldn't cry too many tears about losing UPS. They tend to be pretty common. Similar with Trapper's Life. Like, I don't really care that much about that book. Steel toe boots, I guess. The batteries are worth something, so we'll take some of these batteries that are a little bit less full than the other ones. Okay, well that gives us a good start for trading items. Might not be able to get like the tool belt of many things, or I just had a terrible, horrible realization. We are deaf. We cannot talk. We are deaf and can't. Well, so much for the Forge of Wonders. I call that the Forge of Disappointment. That's my new name for it. Just deal with it. So basically what I'm getting out of this is that we really need to find some sort of CBM that's going to fix our hearing. So the real question is, can we do that next time on Compound Fracture Plays Stab-o-Tron 2001? Goodbye, YouTube.